and should be important to you. So our next speaker is Sally Elkordy. She lives here locally in New York, and what she says is she's always running for office, which I think is amazing. And she wants to get the message out to help ban vaccines. And so right now she's going to be speaking today of the dangers of vaccines. So please give her your full attention and lower your voices. And Sally, you're up. Thank you. Darcy. Round of applause for Sally.
Thank you to Ian Alexander and to Gigi Bowman for inviting me to speak here today. Yes, I am constantly running for office, and the reason I'm constantly running for office is I know what's wrong with vaccines. And in New York City, we couldn't be trying to ply our children with more of them the most anywhere in the world. Who here is an activist? Who here is an activist? 1, 2, 3, 4. Is everybody an activist? I'm hoping. Okay, because I have the most critical issue to educate you about in the hope that you will join me on this mission. Because our children, if you care about the survival of children, this is a critical issue. The normal vaccine schedule is 49 vaccines through the age of 5. Yes, 49 doses of 14 vaccines through the age of 5. What Bloomberg did before he left office was add an annual flu shot from 6 months to 5 years, mandated for the youngest children to attend daycare, preschool, and kindergarten. I have appealed to Mayor de Blasio. I have petitioned him to overturn this decision made by an appointed panel, and this has not gone anywhere. I have met with the health committee of the New York City Council and explained to them in no uncertain terms that this is the murder of the innocents. That is what it is. Let me tell you what's inside vaccines, and you will understand why I am so very concerned about 54 doses of vaccines through the age of 5. Well, the commonly understood ingredients, and there are many ingredients, some of them we do not know, but unless the ones that we do not know are the antidote to the ones we do know, these children are imperiled beyond word. Now, we tell people don't eat MSG, monosodium glutamate, but that is in vaccines. If you can imagine, formaldehyde. Formaldehyde is in vaccines and is the #1 most prevalent substance in them. Also, antifreeze. Everybody's heard about mercury, but there's aluminum as well. Now, on my blog, which is Billion Toddler March for Survival.blogspot.com, on my blog, I have all the inserts for all the vaccines. And you will see the ingredients yourselves, and you will see the adverse reactions. Now, the adverse reactions are all diseases in internal medicine. I'll say that again. The adverse reactions are all diseases in internal medicine, including death. Now, since I am talking about death, it is important that you understand that here in New York State, they are threatening to close the prisons unless they're kept at capacity. This is an issue, and it involves vaccines. Because if a child dies after being administered, say, 8 doses at once, or I've heard as many as 21 doses at once, the link, the association of the vaccine to the child's demise is never made. The police will not ask, was the child recently vaccinated? And if you are represented in court, the testimony that would keep you free. So there are SIDS, you've heard of sudden infant death syndrome, you've heard of shaken baby syndrome. I have interviewed a journalist that covers shaken baby syndrome, and she has told me that there is no case of shaken baby syndrome in an unvaccinated child. So parents go to jail for life, and it's not only is the child dead or miserably hurt, and you know, these are lifelong conditions. You can treat some of them with natural elements, and you can work on reversing these problems, but since I am talking about the youngest, I am talking about death. There's nothing left to say here. We are not going to be told the truth. This is the greatest deceit. This is the greatest crime against humanity. So I hope you are listening to me and taking me very seriously, because in July, it starts. In July, they start to add the mandated vaccines that the New York City Department of Health and Mental Hygiene thinks it's a great idea to administer to the youngest. Okay? I need your help. If you're activists, now is the time to help. Young mothers, young fathers, they don't understand. I am calling grandparents here today. If there are any grandparents, please help me. I go to playgrounds and I talk to people, and the young parents have been warned about someone who might tell them what is actually the truth. But the grandparents, they listen to me. And the nannies know all about it. Fascinating. I've never met a nanny who wasn't completely onto it. So, we have a very small time frame here to take action. And the intent is something that nobody realizes has been uncovered. I wrote a bill called Ban Vaccines 2013. It is now a local bill called Vaccine Free NYC. And it contains the ingredients in vaccines. It contains all the diseases, which are all diseases in internal medicine, and I list them. And it also contains 4 parts of intent. That's staggering. We have no reason left not to ban them. So I am asking all parents, all grandparents, all people who want to see a future for children to join me to get active. We are going to be addressing the New York City Department of Health and Mental Hygiene, the mayor, and the New York City Council Department of Health. No, not department, committee, health committee, okay? I have done all of this already, but I need more people. I need you to stand with me. So this is really a call, and I have a party on May 15th that's my birthday. This is how I choose to celebrate my birthday, is living children. That's what I'm hoping for. That's my birthday wish. And if you will join me at 244 West 54th Street on the 10th floor, we're going to have an open mic and dancing and cake, and then we're getting down to business. So I hope you will join me at 8 p.m. on May 15th, Thursday, and get active with me. I'll leave my card for absolutely anybody to investigate the legitimacy of everything I have said here today. And that's about it. I don't think I can state my case more clearly than that. And if you have any questions, I'll take them. Anybody have any questions?
Yes, hello.
Yes, hi.
Are they still accepting religious waivers?
Oh, thank you for bringing that up. Oh my gosh, you just brought up something so essential. In New York State, it is the hardest state to get a religious or medical exemption in. What is unique about New York City, and is a huge part of this problem, which, thank you, sir, for bringing it up, we have a cap. According to the New York City Department of Health and Mental Hygiene, again, the assistant commissioner has written a letter to principals saying that we have a cap on religious and medical exemptions combined. And that is a 1.2% cap, which means all these vaccines, 54 doses through the age of 5, are mandated for 98.8% of our children. So what is your name? I want to thank you.
Ryan.
Ryan, you have asked the critical question.
What is the penalty if you refuse?
Well, you have to homeschool, and I'm recommending to everyone that they do homeschool. And I have been told by someone who has a child in a school and works at the school that this, although it's not a law that there's a cap, it is a criteria. And the principals are being charged $2,000 personally per child that exceeds that criteria. They are also rescinding, according to an article I read the other day, existing exemptions. I have been told that medical exemptions, the health department will go directly into the school and rip them up. So I am trying to tell you, it's 100% poison. It causes all diseases in internal medicine, including death. And the intention is to do this. Please join me. Go to tinyurl.com/vaccinefreetb, and I have taken 50 actions over the past year, and I have been targeted and attacked 6 times. It is a miracle I stand before you today, but quite frankly, can you think of anything braver than a child staring down a needle? Can you? Thank you very much.